Hey, shalom, shalom. All praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone, peace and blessings to you, fellow brothers, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Chanak coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Wadash. And I find it ironic, but prophetic, especially in the times that we're in, the last days, that all all the financial guys that I listen to from time to time, that they'll go into markets, they'll go into real estate, they'll go into finance. A lot of them will go into gold and silver. They they look at the economy. They're all about making money. And here's one of these guys. He has close to he's almost 500K subscribers, which is it's a good amount. I remember he clouded up. A lot of people clouded up during 2020. A lot of people clouded up. All right. And I seen him cloud up, but this is the economic ninja. And you have guys that they really live that life, somewhat insiders, and they'll go into a different, um, their whole job is to watch the economy, like, because they want to make money. And they'll actually have programs and stuff like that. They'll have their website, and this is just one of these guys. There, it's literally everybody that Gerald Salente. You have Rethink the Dollar. There's another dude I listen to, um, Jason JJ, Bull Bear Boom Bust. He's from San Diego. There's so many channels like this. And a lot of them are Edomites. Some are Jake too, and I wouldn't be surprised that some of these dudes be Jakes that look like Edomites. But I find it funny, ironic, prophetic, right? That they always speak about this technology that's coming out. They always go, okay, to the scriptures. It's funny, they always go into the scriptures, and they always bring up the Motb every single time. They always bring up the Motb. Now I'm gonna play a little bit of this video just to prove that point. I sped it up because he's gonna actually speak. He's actually gonna say the mark of the what he's actually gonna say. So Lord, I don't get a hit. Fair use, fair use. Okay, I'm not saying that this is anything have to do with nothing. I'm just going. This is his channel. This is 127K views 9 hours ago, and he's going into some things, but he brings up the scriptures, right? And he brings up the technology that pretty much he was telling you that this is what the global elite want to put in everybody. Everybody knows it, but Jake. Everybody knows it, but Jake. Now he did make a mistake in this video. I'm gonna correct him on that because he says something that's not scriptural. You're gonna hear it. Okay, but a lot of these guys, they try to say that they're Christians, and early in the video, he said, I'm here to warn you, and I'm giving you the warning, and the blood's going to be off my hands. So they all go back into the scriptures, but they always bring out Revelation 13. Okay, and they bring it out correctly. They break it down correctly. So let's play this. I'm gonna roll it back a couple seconds and let you hear it.
To be a fact. And what's even crazier to me, and I think it's because deep down inside their gut, they know the truth, they'll never admit it. It blows me away. But here we go. First lady, the one that's been with her husband since she was 14 years old. There's photos of it, and he even came out and said it during a press conference. She was his nanny. Let's be honest here. And I hope you understand what I'm.
And he's concerned. A lot of these videos, these economic guys, their tune is kind of changing, man. They're getting more concerned. More concerned. Now this is gonna be a quick video, but we could go into Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, where it says, "The keepers of the house shall tremble." Okay.
Putting out there because I am sacrificing a lot, but I care more about you guys knowing the truth. Because This is the precursor to something coming called the mark of the beast.
See? He knows that it's the precursor. He's talking about the V. He's talking about the V, okay? The V for Vendetta. He's talking about that, the new one that supposedly they're going to push. Well, we know, I mean, regardless if they do it or not, they have these things, prepared to release. And these guys, they watch every, because politics and finance go hand in hand, because uh, political matters affect economic matters and vice versa. So it's hand in hand. So in order for you to understand finance, you have to understand politics. Okay? You have to understand industry. You have to understand how money works. Okay? But let's go back, because he when you go into the when you start the beginning of the video, he's talking about the V for Vendetta. Okay? And he said that this is the precursor. So what's wrong with you Israelites? Right? Let's go back.
I care more about you guys knowing the truth.
And doesn't he sound like he's about to break down?
Because this is the precursor to something coming called the mark of the beast. And in the Bible, where it says there's going to be something implanted on your right hand or your forehead, and there's already 2 million people with an RFID chip that sits right here in your right hand. I've seen.
See. I find it very prophetic that you, no matter you can listen to dudes for years, and then all of a sudden they'll just start talking about the Bible. They'll start talking about the Motb, and this is like across all platforms. This is across many different categories of videos, whether it be entertainment, whether it be finance, whether it be politics. Everybody that has a YouTube channel, they'll cloud up. They'll have 500K subscribers. They have 300K subscribers, 50K subscribers. They have a million subscribers. Okay, they always somehow, some way, they'll be straight up, whether they be Edomites or Jake. They always bring this out, because this is the only thing that makes sense. And I'm gonna let me bring out. I'm gonna let him speak some more, just a little bit more, because he's gonna make a mistake on something. And we're gonna go to Matthew 24. But let me go to Habakkuk. Like I said, this is quick. Habakkuk, the second chapter. Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Okay, and we have a few prophecies, namely the Motb, which is going to usher in Jacob's trouble. It's going to usher in the famine of the word. It's all going to be kind of simultaneously, but the major prophecy that's going to set all these other prophecies off, including the return and the return of Yahushua, simultaneously with the destruction of America and the beast system. Because who's pushing this Motb? Who's pushing this technology? Who pushed the precursor, the V for Vendetta? Okay, it was the beast, these Edomite nations. Okay, and they're hey, let me just go back into the scripture. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Yeah, because everybody can see it outside of these big Israelite camps: IUIC, ISUPK, Zabak. Well, I believe GOCC said, but they're bugged out. Okay, Sakari, he sees it, but they go off on certain things. Okay, but most of these, you have what's it called, Wi-Fi, right? With the cold cuts and all that. They say that that it's spiritual, but here it is, what appears to be an Edomite, okay, that understands economy, that understands money, that actually can see things. I mean, he's bugged out. Don't get it twisted. He doesn't understand the scriptures, but he got that right. Okay, what's up with you other Israelite groups? That makes me believe that a lot of you are paid off. Okay, a lot of you are wolves in sheep clothing. You'll tell our people, yeah, you'll give them you'll give them 90% of the truth, but then you gonna deviate. Okay, and you gonna give them some leaven, and leaven the whole lump and get them destroyed, because you're saying it's spiritual. And we're going to all come into the time of testing. Everybody's going to be tested. The Lord didn't say the time of testing for nothing. The hour of temptation. We're all going to be tempted with, taking this thing. Just as the world was tempted with the V for Vendetta. Okay? And they still might just take the video down. They struck my other page. I'm uploading now on my main page. They might strike that. They always strike in this page. But to hell with it. Okay? The Lord gonna bring the word out regardless. Okay? But I want to play a little bit more here, because he's gonna go off, and I'm gonna correct him on that. But he did get this right, and he understands the V for Vendetta, the Juicy Lucy. What is a precursor to the Motb. He understands that. He knows what the elite are doing. And this is a financial guy. But again, if you understand finance, who controls the banks? Money, what they say, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. You got to trace it back to particular people that own everything, that set policy. Policy dictate everything. Who sets the policy? Well, there's particular people on the earth, a small group of people that actually set policy, because you can trace it back to, the U.S. policymakers. But who are they getting orders from? And when you get deep enough, you understand that, oh wow. And these financial guys, they understand that. The ones that are deep, they understand that the game is rigged, but they know certain little things to where you can benefit from. They capitalize on that end. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. See, this is the actual reason why. Let me go hit one more scripture before we go back. Joel. This is the actual reason why. It's either 2 or 3. Okay. Let me just search it. Why everybody is saying these things? Why everybody's bringing out this information? Right. Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterward, meaning at the end, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. So the Lord is pouring his spirit even upon Esau, not his righteous spirit, not his righteous spirit of the Holy Spirit, but he's pouring out a portion of his spirit to bring out certain things, right? Psalms, with that Psalm 68, how their own tongue, I believe that's 68, or is it 94? It's one of them chapters in Psalm. We could get it. How their own tongue will fall upon themselves. So the Most High is putting the spirit, okay, for Esau to tell on himself, as well as the Egyptians shall fight against the Egyptian. The Lord is going to set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, Esau against Esau. If Satan be divided against Satan, how can his kingdom last? Right? So this is a divided kingdom. You got the have-not Edomites with the have, and the have Edomites, they going at it. And it's not a physical battle, but it's a battle of truth and lies. Who is the battle of what they call fifth and sixth generation warfare? That's the new terminology now. Fifth and sixth generation warfare. Look that up if you can find too much on it. Okay, where it's a battle for your mind, and the scriptures tell us it's a spiritual battle, because the war is played out in the spirit. Okay. So it says, and it shall come to pass afterward, meaning in the end, the last days, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. Okay, so the Lord actually is pouring out his spirit. Let me finish. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. So the Lord is pouring out his spirit, and it's hopping on people to bring out certain things, to expose certain things. Okay, to prove that what we're saying from the apostles on down about this technology, because he knows about CBDCs. He was bringing this out, pretty much the same time while we was bringing it out. All right, because we're into finance as well. You got to know a little bit about finance. You ain't got to be a top dude in finance, understand, but you got to understand where things are moving. Okay, where's the money moving? Because in the prophecy it says that you can't buy or sell. So that's dealing directly with money. Okay, so you gotta understand a little bit about that. Okay, and the new system that's coming is going to change the way we deal with money. Let's go back a little bit here and let's play.
And in the Bible, where it says there's going to be something implanted on your right hand or your forehead, and there's already 2 million people with an RFID chip that sits right here in your right hand.
He knows. He knows. He said there's already 2 million people with it, if not more.
People with it. Shake their hands. I've seen into their eyes. In the Bible, it says even the elect will be deceived. Well, would you agree with me in type 10?
You see that? So that's all we need. Let's play that again. He said even the elect will be deceived, and you're wrong, economic ninja. The elect will not be deceived. Okay, and Jesus is not his name. I'm not necessarily speaking to him, but I'm just bringing that out. How they'll be right on certain things, but they gonna go off because the Most High they're not set up to be a prophet, even though they portraying like they're the Most High set them up to bring out truth or to bring out the truth. Yeah, I mean certain truth, right?
Shake their hands. I've seen into their eyes. In the Bible, it says even the elect will be deceived. Well, would you agree with me?
See that in the Bible he says, and the people just gonna go with it, and you'll see it. Let's see if we play that, and because he'll nowadays I guess to keep attention with the streamers, they'll say if you think this a certain thing, oh, type 1, type 5, type 6 in the comment board. I see a lot of streamers doing that now. Type 6 in the comment board if you don't think that. But I'm gonna rewind it one more time and see if the comment board, the chat board will go, and which goes to show you that these people, they don't know, they just listen to whatever the person tells them to. They just looking at it as a form of entertainment, because he completely went off in the scripture, and we're gonna get that. The scriptures do not say that the elect will be deceived. Number one, you don't even know who the elect is. But let's go back, okay, and let's see.
Shake their hands. I've seen into their eyes. In the Bible, it says even the elect will be deceived. Well, would you agree with me in type 10 if you believe that even the elect, some of the people you would have thought were wise people, smart people, influential people in 2020 fell for this line, hook, line, and sinker? And I believe.
See that? They're putting 10. Thank you for everything, Ninja. Many did. Okay. 10, 10, 10. Right? So they're just there. They don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, let's go to that script. We're just gonna end it there. Okay. This is all impromptu. Like I said, I was watching the video, and I'm like, damn, everybody's into the scriptures now. Everybody's bringing out the scriptures now. Everybody's bringing out this prophecy. Okay, except these Israelite groups. A lot of them that got the 501c3 charter, IUIC. Excuse me. They say that it's spiritual. ISUPK also says that it's spiritual. Okay, Wi-Fi says that it's spiritual. A lot of the Zabak says that it's spiritual. Dunya Allah says that it's spiritual. What say ye? Well, Sarnetta just asked Captain Tazariak just the other day, and he went on to say that it's spiritual. So I'm just going to correct him on that, because the elect will not be deceived, and all the people on the comment board, they don't know what the hell is going on, because these same people that's on the comment board is talking about they're going to resist this and that, and they're going to take it. Okay, the Most High is not dealing with you, you're going to take it. Okay, the Most High going to put a reprobate spirit on you. Okay, Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So he just probably read that last part. I'm not sure what translation, but it didn't say that elect was going to be deceived. It said if it were possible, because we know the elect, which you got to be an Israelite, number one, to be part of the elect. What is that? You got to read Revelation, the 7th chapter. 12,000 out of each tribe are the teachers, the prophets, and that's 12,000 out of the tribes of Israel. It didn't say any other nation, so you got to be Israelite. Then that large multitude are the ones that were redeemed, that are Israelites, but they might have looked like another nation because we're scattered. Okay, the Israelite foreigners, the Gentiles. Okay, so you could look like a Edomite, all right, but you're really an Israelite through bloodline, through lineage. Okay, because your forefathers go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So let me read that again because he went off, and all these dudes, they go off. For there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Okay, so Economic Ninja, you went off. The elect are not going to be deceived. You were right on the mark of the you know what. You're right on that. Okay, but the elect are not going to be deceived, and the elect are, let me bring that out. The elect are actually going to be, and they don't speak victory because they don't know what the hell is going on. The elect are going to have victory over that Motb. Okay, so let me just read that, and we're just going to close it. Revelation 15:2. This is the vision that John saw. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. This is John seeing the elect in the UFO. Okay, looking down upon the earth from the firmament. Okay, the so-called ozone layer, looking down at the lake of fire, which that was World War III missiles flying off to America. Okay, I believe in that Joel, the 2nd chapter, goes into that. It says, and them that had gotten victory over the beast, which is this man's system, the beast, which is also synonymous with the dragon in Revelation. Okay, Revelation 17. Okay, Revelation 13, the dragon, which also is the beast, which is the Roman Empire coming back. Okay, what we have now is America, NATO, and the EU. Those same Greco-Roman, okay, European nations coming back into power under different names. Okay, but the same people, because reincarnation is a biblical concept. You come back every 3rd and 4th generation. That's why they say history repeats itself. And them that got victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark. See, what you just said, and a lot of these other financial guys, they know of this because the people who run the world actually tell you that this is what they're going to do. So it's not even hard to believe, because the people that actually make policy, okay, are actually telling you that this is what they want to do. Okay, and they've been telling people what they want to do for years. The only ones who seem to can't get it are the Israelites. And over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. So I'm going to close it there until next time. Shalom to the elect.